Good evening, traders. Matrix here, and here is my watch list for December 13th. Okay, so quite a few tickers on here tonight. I whittled it down to just 4. I was looking at 8 charts earlier. Let's take a look at the futures here real quick. We are getting a little bit of a gap up, and the stock or the futures is holding this uptrend line. So I'm going to bring into the 3 months chart here, the daily chart, and you can see this short-term uptrend. It's basically consolidating and a little bit of a little uptrend back up until it hits this 27 area. I think that's when the next leg down, or 2700 area, that's when the next leg down is going to come. The market has been choppy for the past 2 days, as you can tell from these doji candles, and however, we are running up just ever so slowly, just grinding up. So tomorrow, I believe it's not going to be an easy day, just as today wasn't easy at all. With that said, relating to the SPY, I think the SPY is going to gap up just ever so slightly here, and then we're going to run back up and try to test these highs of today, and probably do something like what we did today, late day, and fail from there. I like 268. Yeah, so look for the 268 on SPY as well as today's high of day. The 4 tickers tonight. First up, we have UAA. UAA and UA is Under Armour, is the same company but different tickers. Now, I was looking at both tickers. They both had the down day. The news catalyst is that this morning during kind of like an investors gathering or investors conference, they say that they were gonna cut out sourcing in China or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, they're gonna move away from sourcing in China, and they are also coming out with lower guidance to reiterate their guidance, and they're lowering it. Now, looking at both these charts, UA and UAA, I like UAA a little bit more better. The average true range for UAA is 1.17, and for UA, it's just 1.0 and change. Okay. Also on the daily chart, UAA looks a little bit more juicy as it's under the 200 SMA compared to UA here. It bounced right off the 200. So I don't know which ticker leads which one. It's one playing sympathy to another, but I'm going to base my idea of UAA though. So the stock has sold off a lot today. I'm looking for a cover pop tomorrow, right back into this psychological whole number of 20 on UAA. And from there, I'm going to look for rejection and bring it down. I think it wants to fill the gap. So 20 is also 200 SMA here on UAA. And if I mark this off real quick. Okay, that's the $20 mark. Let's scroll back and take a look. Yeah, I think it likes, it's going to try to cover pop up until a little bit into this 20 area, gets rejected, and then bring it right back down to first 1950 and then fill the gap at 19. Now, if I zoom in here real quick, 19 is the gap fill here. So this is the gap I'm talking about from here to here. Okay. If the stock pops up and above 20, we could see a rejection signal around this area at 2030 as well as resistance mark 2050. Okay, so also mark these areas off and look for the sell-off from there. And here is my target right here at 19. So that makes a lot of sense to me. I like to see a second down day. The stock is on SSR though, so it's harder for traders to short this stock. They can actually only short it when the stock pops. So into any kind of pop, I mean, if we are drawing a horizontal line, 20 would make sense. And then also this 2030 to, yeah, this 2030 would make sense as well. So I'll be looking for any pops into this area and then look for the rejection signal and short back down. Next up, we have MTCH. MTCH is basically a breakout chart here, and I like it for the long. I mean, we just broke out of the 42 mark, this little bit of consolidation area. The 9 EMA scooped it today, and let the squeeze happen, man. Let the squeeze happen. Analysts came out with a buy rating at 45 today, which is right at the 200 SMA. I do like it long for one more day just because it's breaking out. Now, how would you long this? I want to get in on a dip. Okay, so 44 and 45 key resistance level. I want to get in on a dip, and I want to look for the stock to dip at the open to this 42.25 area. Okay. Now, currently the stock is sitting at 42.50. If the stock gaps up tomorrow and it pops up and over the highs, also mark off the highs at 43, because this thesis might fail. I don't know, but it should be able to get another up day as people are buying it here at 42.50, and they're looking for that spike in the morning to sell into. So if it pops up pre-market all the way around here, I'm going to look for the sell signal. However, if it opens flat, I'm going to look for a dip, look for 42.25 to 42 area, hold the support, and long it from there. Let's take a look here on the daily chart. Where would I buy this dip from? The 42 looks good, right? This massive green candle, I want to take a look. The highs here as at 41.67. So we have a very concise support zone. All right. So look for a dip to hold. Look for a higher low or double bottom setup from here, and long it. Definitely a good thesis in my opinion, because the 9 EMA is scooping it. The analyst is calling for the 45 and the 200 SMA. I like to see it smash down from there. Okay, so MTCH. Next up, we have Apple. Apple, this chart looks bearish to me. It looks like a start of the next leg down. It's kind of like a bear flag, right? So here's that flagpole, a little back up, and then it's about to dump, in my opinion. So let's take a look at my notes here. Okay, so we have a 3-day uptrend line. So let's draw that line for you real quick right here. Okay, so that's the 3-day uptrend line. I'm looking for this line to snap, and if you have watched my previous videos on how to get in or join trend, I'm looking for this to snap trend, which it already had late day, but because it's late day, the volume's low. I am looking for a little pop at the open out the gates, a cover pop. So looking at 170 as well as 170.50. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm looking at this, and a lot of shorts have piled in here. Probably piled in at this mark right here. So if the stock breaks out, they're going to try to defend this area, 170, 150. If it gets back above 170 and starts holding this trend, you can long it and look for this target of 170, 150, right? When this came down, they took it, consolidated, and then they probably hammered it here as well. So I don't know. I'm looking for that rejection signal if it pops back up, and look for the trend to break again, and then bring it back down. And the next leg down, I'm going to be targeting 168, 167, and 164. So scroll back out. Here's my target, 168, very clear and concise, as you can see. All this support here, right? 167 we have right here. This is a support area, as well as this here, prior resistance. Okay, so I'm going to look for that as another target. And then finally, I want to see it come down to 164, which is to test this low here. So if I'm able to get in good here, this is going to be a massive trade. Apple, definitely a great watch tomorrow. Also, we'll be looking at if it gaps up tomorrow. I mean, 172 held it down very well today. So I'm going to look for 172 to hold it down. If it pops up pre-market or if it gets stupid, I'm just going to let it run and see how it reacts here. Maybe it triple tops and fail. 172 is, yeah, I like that. Okay, so that's Apple. And finally, the last ticker is LULU. Since tomorrow, I am the futures are gapping up, and I am anticipating early pop out of the gates from the market. I am long bias on this ticker, and I'll be looking for a dip. So zooming in, I'll be looking for a dip to hold this 121.25 area. Okay, and as well as 121. So we have a very concise support right here. Whoever bought today, they might be looking to take profits out of the gate and cause a dip. If I'm scrolling back, today was a long day for LULU, right? And look where it literally bounced off of. This is where the buying happened. And then once it reclaimed the 120, which was the high of yesterday, it just shot up from there. So if you couldn't catch this dip, once it reclaimed this VWAP and broke out the 20, held, this was a long signal right here, right, on LULU. So this stock does look like it has some more room to come up. It's finished on its highs. I like the target. I like the target of 125. Nice psychological whole number. We see resistance here on the chart. We are right at the 9 EMA though, so I do expect the high of today is going to give it a little bit of trouble. So this is probably my first profit target as it dip and holds, run back up. I'll probably pay myself around 123.5. And then I'm going to be looking for this target of 124 as well as 125 right here. Now from 125, what it does, we don't know if it rejects, then I'm going to short it because it's pretty overextended. It's not parabolic just of yet, but it is overextended, and whoever bought it on this day, they might be looking to take profits 125. So I mean, if I bought it here at the 115, at 125, $10 gain, who wouldn't want to take profits, right? So got that to think about, and that's it for my watch list this evening. I hope you guys enjoy what you watch. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. If you guys want to check out which chat room I'm trading in, who my mentor is, you can check out the video links description below, as well as what kind of broker I'm using, what software is this. If you have questions about that, definitely message me. Also have the link below for this broker and platform. This broker, it's TFS. It's basically running a discount right now. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this tomorrow when I make a video, and let's see if you guys can get in on this discount for Christmas. It'll be a nice Christmas gift. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great evening. Ciao.